Welcome to Off the Needles with Jessica. And oh, good, it says we've got 24 friends watching so far. That's wonderful. All right, I will do my best to keep an eye on any comments. It looks like we have 3 comments so far. Shirley's joining us from Alberta, and Marie says, "Hi Jessica, I can see and hear you." And Betty Sue's joining us from South Carolina. Betty Sue, I saw your email. I will get to respond to you with your question about the reading wrap. Lots of friends joining us. That's so wonderful. All right, so I have exciting news to share with you all. 2 big things happening. Fortunately, timing is on our side because they're not happening at the same time. We have my annual Handmade Holiday Challenge happening. I didn't run this as a challenge last year. Last year I just provided the option for my digital planner, but not the whole Handmade Holiday Challenge experience. But I did it the 2 years before, and I'm so excited to be doing that again with you. And then I am presenting as part of a brand new summit that is happening after. So I want to dive into both of those things and let you know a little bit about them, answer any questions that you might have, and chat with you all. Let's start with the event happening first, and that is the Handmade Holiday Challenge. So this is completely free, 100% free to join me for the challenge. It starts next Monday, August 11th, and it will run through the 20th. In the past, I've done it over a whole bunch of weeks, and it just felt like too much. So we're going to do it in about 10 days or so, from the 11th to the 20th. There is no special specific project. It is more about getting yourself organized for the holidays. It's about stopping the procrastination and diving into making solid plans that you can actually stick to for the holidays. So let me know in the chat if you are someone who likes to make handmade gifts for friends, for loved ones, maybe your mail carrier. Let me know in the chat if you make handmade gifts. Let's see. Gloria's joining us from Ohio. Galaxy, I'm glad to see you here. Loves to make gifts, and Margaret says definitely. Oh, Jen is back. Great with sound. Excellent. Bonnie says always. Kay says, I enjoy making things as gifts. Marie says, I knit lots of Christmas stockings, both full size and mini, for ornaments. Yes, all right. I do make handmade things each year. Let me know also in the chat when is the last minute that you have been finishing a gift. I have many times been weaving in the ends in the car as my husband drives on the way to the holiday party, the event, the birthday party, all of those things. A friend who shared this with me, where she has gone to someone's home for a holiday event. I think it was like her mom's house, and she locked herself in her mom's bedroom to finish off the gift that she was giving at the party that she was attending. After the event, I have also given a work in progress, wrapped up in a box, still on the needles as an IOU, but I wanted them to see that I really was working on the project. Yes, at the family gathering. Bonnie says I'm not that bad. Marie says I sometimes finish up things in January when we are driving there in January and have a delayed Christmas. Kay says the night before and the same morning. Yeah, so so I am in good company because I have done those things too. But I have decided that in the past couple of years, I have decided I'm not going to do that to myself anymore. I am going to be kind to myself. I'm going to make a reasonable list of what I'm going to make. I'm going to get organized. And I am not going to torture myself trying to make hats or ear warmers for everyone on, my son's soccer team. I'm not going to do it. So that's what this challenge is about. It's about making handmade gifts. It's about getting organized. It's about having a real solid plan in place. It's about knowing what you realistically can accomplish in the amount of time that you have left. So it's still August. I know for many, many of us, it is super hot and super sweaty, and maybe you don't want to think about, knitting and crocheting a blanket for anyone just yet, but I have ways to and plans to guide you through this so that it is manageable, so that you can finish what's on your list, so you can make a realistic list, so you don't have to be frazzled and stressed out, as you get closer and closer to the holidays. Denise says, I'm usually a selfish crafter, but this year I'm knitting socks for everyone in my family, 11 pairs. That's a lot. So that's what this challenge is about. So as I said, it is free to join me for the challenge. It's all going to happen right here in the Facebook group. We'll have different tasks, different assignments every other day throughout the challenge, and I will post those in the group and I will email them. So you're going to want to make sure that you have signed up for the Handmade Challenge emails. You can read the whole sales page or sign up page when we are off the chat. So it's actually under 2 weeks we're going to get organized. This is the third time that I am running it. So you'll go to this page. I will put the link in the chat for you. And you're just going to add your name and your email address and click this gold button here where it says sign up for the challenge. And that's it. Easy peasy. You are in for the challenge. And I'm going to actually do that right now so I can show you what is next. Okay, yes, so I'm going to sign up right now for the challenge. So after you sign up, you will see this next page. On this page, there are options to upgrade your experience. So joining me for the challenge is free, and all you have to do is add your name and your email to get the emails for the challenge, because once it starts, I don't like to send daily emails about an event that someone maybe isn't interested in. So that's why I do it this way. I will promote it until we get started, and then even maybe send a last chance email to invite you. But then I want to only send those emails about the tasks to those who are excited about joining me for the challenge. So rather than sending them to my entire email list and making upset subscribers, which is the last thing that I ever want to do, to make you feel like I'm contacting you too much. After we sign up, then the emails about the challenge and the opportunities to win prizes and all of those things are only going to be to those who have signed up. And if you think you signed up, just send me a quick message and I'll double check for you and let you know. So then you will see this next page after you enter your name and email address. These are optional upgrades to the experience. These are not required if you are a Stitch Society member. Elizabeth, there is a separate link for Stitch Society members. It should be in your inbox. Send me a quick message and I'll make sure that you have it, because the planner that I'm going to talk about in a minute is included for Stitch Society members. So I want to make sure that you get it. So my Stitch Society members, this is my gift to you. And for those who are not part of the Stitch Society, there are options for upgrading your experience. So I have a 45 plus because I'm still finalizing it, and it should go out by email to anyone who signs up over the weekend. So it's a planner to get you going, to get you organized, to help you stay on track. And I'll share a few of the pages so you have an idea of what's included. So this is the Handmade Holiday Head Start Kit. You'll also get a code for your choice of a free pattern, and a $27 credit to use towards your first month of the Stitch Society membership. You can apply that same credit to join as a monthly member for 6 months or annual membership. So it's everything you need to stay organized, inspired, and get ahead of the holiday rush. So all of that added together would be a value of $65, but it is $27. So on this page that you'll see after you sign up, this is some of the stuff that's included in the planner. I have tips for making handmade gifts, gift planner pages, a yarn shopping planner, pages to make note of their favorite things so you don't have to scratch your head and remember what football team did they like again, or was their favorite color purple or blue, so you can make note of your gift recipients' favorite colors. Talks about how to measure for a proper fit, and pages to keep track of their measurements. So when you're trying to pick a pattern and a size, you'll have that information at your fingertips. Standard size charts are in there as well, but just a note to always refer to the sizes in a pattern that you're following. But if you want to know like what is a typical size for a hat or a blanket or whatever, that is in there. Project organizer weekly, progress tracker weekly, gratitude journal, habit trackers to keep you motivated, year at a glance and monthly calendars, standard needle and hook size conversions, how to take care of different things, laundry care, place for some notes, and some coloring pages. And I'm adding more to it too. There are also these other perks that are part of the Head Start kit. Like I mentioned, it includes a membership credit. That's why my Stitch Study members have a different link so that we don't have multiple signups. This is kind of a peek of everything that is in the membership. But as part of the membership, you get 2 monthly Stitch sessions on Zoom where you can connect with other members, and you get a code for a pattern every month, and you get to pick either whatever my brand new release is, or any pattern of your choice from my collection of designs, so you can get started. Priority pattern support from me, so if you're struggling with one of my patterns, I will give you, at the top of my list of people that might need, that's twice. I have to fix that. Anyway, so you will get access to me if I find that maybe a special video might be the best thing for you to help you understand, or a more detailed explanation, whatever I can do to help you through. Also, my growing Stitch and Technique library with tutorials to rescue you when you are stuck. And we have a private Facebook community just for Stitch Society members. And I am hosting my next summit in November, and you'll get a free extended access pass for the Knit Happy Summit. That will be coming up in a few months. So there is no catch. You can grab the Head Start kit and decide whether you want to redeem the credit. If you just want the planner, which is a value of $20, and the pattern code, which is a value of $30, you're still getting more than the price that you're paying. And you can apply that code again to your first month, 6 months, or annual membership. So you have a choice. You can pick just the planner if you're not interested in the other things, or you can get the planner plus you'll get replays of the challenges. So these will be available throughout the challenge, and then after the challenge ends on the 20th, the replays will only be available in the membership. So you'll have access to the replays in the membership, $10 credit towards patterns, $27 credit towards that you can redeem for membership. So you get the planner plus all the other things, and then so you can pick. So the value of the planner would really be $30. You can get it for just $20. So if you click that page, it will bring you to a checkout option like that. And let me go back here. Or the Head Start kit, if you click on that. So you get it all for the $27. So you'll just put in your information. And that is the the Handmade Holiday Challenge. Thank you. I see so many of you saying that you have registered, so that makes me so, so happy. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is the Fearless Knitter Summit. I am so, so excited. Jan says the membership is the best gift to herself. That's so kind. I love hearing from our members. It's such a joy. I will share my affiliate link, my speaker link for the summit towards the end, because I want to make sure that you have a chance to read through everything that's on the page so you know how it's all going to work, so you don't miss things that I'm saying and all of that. So the Fearless Knitter Summit starts August 21st through Sunday, August 24th. So we're going to do the challenge from Monday the 11th to August 20th, and then the Fearless Knitter Summit starts right after that. This is a summit hosted by someone many of you know, Johnny from The Yarnist. This is his event, and I was so honored and thrilled when he invited me to be a speaker. I know that this resonates with you all because it resonated with me as well. If you've avoided a project because it looked too hard, if you're intimidated by advanced techniques and complex patterns, if you want to become a more well-rounded knitter, if you've started many ambitious projects but you never get to finish them, if you're bored by making the same thing over and over again, this summit is going to be over 4 days. There are 12 amazing speakers, but 27 sessions. And you'll have the ability to build your skills, grow your community, get some knitspiration. It is from anywhere in your home, expert support, bonuses galore. For all of this, access to everything that's here, the 4 info pack days, all the speaker sessions. It is free. You get access for 48 hours. So you'll have the sessions that start on Thursday, you'll have 48 hours to watch those, so 2 full days. And then the sessions that start on Friday, you'll have all of Friday and all of Saturday. So they'll expire at the end of the day Saturday, I believe, and then the same thing Saturday and Sunday. So you have full 48 hours to watch each day's worth of sessions. So it is, like I said, it's 100% free. That's Johnny. Say hi, Johnny. And these are some of the speakers. I am so honored to be among this lineup. This is probably one of the first mentions that you're hearing of the summit because registration just opened today. I will put my affiliate link, my speaker link for joining the summit. It just tracks your sign up to me. If you purchase any of the upgrades, then I may earn a small commission, a small thank you from Johnny, but it will not cost you anything extra. So look at this lineup though. Woolly Wormhead, Chantal from Knititude, Ann Hansen, Jamie Lomax from Pacific Knit Company, who does all those doodles. That's me. I am teaching about brioche knitting the easy way. Shandy from Expression Fiber Arts, Ashley wrote the Mosaic Knitting Workshop, and she was also the host of the Knit Your Own Adventure Summit. Holly, Krista Ann from Explore with Knitsy, Jessie McDonald, who wrote Woodland Ramble, Hortense, many of you know from Knitting with Chopsticks, who also hosted the Knit Your Wardrobe Summit, and Justine Lee, who's also author of The Wonder of Wool. So again, it's 100% free to sign up and join us. There will be options to get ongoing access to the presentations. If you're not able to attend the summit live, you may want to consider the option to have access to the replays. There's a full schedule on the page. It's going to be so, so much fun. My presentation is on Saturday, which is day 3 of the summit. I'm teaching beautiful brioche, knitting 2-color brioche the easy way with me, Jessica A's. So after you go through everything on the page, there's a button to click to claim your free ticket, and you'll just sign up with your name and your email address. And then you'll get emails from Johnny after that. So those are the 2 things that I planned to chat with you about. Margaret said registered for the Fearless Knitters Summit. Linda says great group of designers, can't wait. Jen says Holly is wonderful. She is very easy to understand. So let me know if you have any questions at all for me, anything about the challenge and how it's going to work, anything about the summit. I can tell you as much as I know, or I can get an answer for you if I don't know the answer offhand. I have so much more fun stuff planned for us. The Knit Happy Summit is coming back in November. I'm really excited about that. It's 3 months from today. Maurice is looking forward to both events. Oh, hi Laura, I'm glad that you are here. For those of you who purchased the planner, that should arrive in your inbox this week. I'm just making a few last minute touches. Actually, let me walk you through what is in the planner, because I have it loaded so that I can show you. This is the cover of the Handmade Holiday Planner. There's a welcome from me. There's a little extra discount code that you can use through the end of the year if you purchase the planner. There is a whole table of contents to help you find what you are looking for. Some tips for handmade holiday gifts, a gift planner to help you keep track of who you're making it for. You can also include a note about what it is. If you already have the yarn, like in your stash, I know lots of people are very big on stash knitting right now, and I fully support that, and we're going to talk about that too. And whether you've started it, whether it's finished, whether you have wrapped it, and whether you have given it as a gift already. A yarn shopping planner, because maybe you do need to purchase yarn. Maybe you have almost everything that you need. So you can put the information about the yarn brand, the kind of yarn, the color, how much you need. So if you're going through the pattern, you're sorting out how much you need, you can make a note there. And then when you go ahead to place your order, you can note who you ordered it from, when it's supposed to ship, confirm that you've received it. And this one is big for me, stashed in. So is it in the yarn cubbies in the guest bedroom? Is it under the bed somewhere? Is it in the trunk of the car? Or if you're super organized, then you can even, if you have bins that are numbered and all kinds of different yarn organization techniques, so you can put exactly where you stored it, so you don't have to try to remember that later when you're ready to use that yarn. Pages to make note of their favorite things, so you can put your recipient's name and make note of their favorite color teams, their favorite things, their sizes, pattern ideas, and other notes. There's a couple pages of that. This is information about how to measure. This is from Craft Yarn Council. And then for a person, you can make note of all of their measurements so that you always have them. For an adult, I guess, who might stay the same size. Children, of course, always change, always grow. Project organizer. So the type of item, the pattern and the designer, the size, the color, the yarn, the needles, the notions, where it's stored. And then also, again, if you have the yarn started, if you've gotten to the halfway mark, if you're done, wrapped and gifted, and any notes that you might want to make, like if you make adjustments to the pattern for them, like maybe the sleeves are 17 inches long, but they have long arms, so you made the sleeves longer, so you can make those notes if you ever want to make it again. So that, and there's weekly progress trackers, so you can make notes of how far you have gotten. And that's just a weekly gratitude journal. I think in this season it's important to make a little note about things you're grateful for, things you're proud of, something you can learn from your experiences. And habit trackers, this is one of my favorite things. These are little yarn balls. Let's see if I can make that bigger. Those are little, how cute are those? So I designed that all myself. So yeah, those are habit trackers. So that's just some of what's in the planner. Someone had asked if I have the dates for the Knit Happy Summit. There is a wait list page, so you can make sure you're on the wait list for my summit. It's going to be November 6th through the 9th. So you can mark your calendars, make sure you're on the wait list, and you'll be the first to know when registration does open. Registration will open in October. In cases, I'm grateful for being part of the Double the Stitches community. I'm so grateful for you, and to have you as a part of the community it means so much. And so Kay lives overseas. I'm in New York. Kay is in the UK. And sometimes we do things in the evenings. And she will stay up sometimes to the wee hours past midnight just for the chance to join one of our stitch sessions. If you have questions about anything at all, please reach out and let me know what you're wondering, whether it is about the Stitch Society membership, whether it is about the challenge, whether it is about the planner. I have tested the planner with an app called GoodNotes that some people use like on a tablet, like an iPad, with an Apple Pencil if you are more of a digital person. Someone in our community reached out and asked if it could be used with a Remarkable tablet. I don't have one, but I shared a page with them and they're going to test it and let me know if it works. And I will share that with you all and let you know. But it's a digital PDF, so nothing is mailed to you. And that should be, if you've already pre-ordered it, it will be in your inbox this weekend after I make a few updates and a few additions to it. Registered and upgraded. Jan says me too. That's so wonderful. I'm so grateful for all of you and excited for the challenge and the summit and all of that stuff. Some people have asked why I moved it to November. And technically, it's an additional summit. My goal is to see if we can do this twice a year, but in order to do it twice a year, we need to space the summits out a bit. I did the first one this year in January. I found that January was a really hard time for myself, for my speakers, because so much of the work for the summit had to be done in December, and I didn't really get a good chance to spend time with family and friends over the holidays. So I'm doing my second summit for this calendar year, 2025, in November. And then in 2026, we'll have the Knit Happy Summit probably in March, is my plan right now. So we're going to go a little bit early in November and then a little bit later in March. So, and it's early November, so it is before Thanksgiving and the craziness of all of that gets started. But we're going to be calm for this holiday because we're going to be organized with our gift making, right? If you have any other questions, let me know. You can pop them into the chat or send me an email and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. Take care. Thanks for joining me.